Fire away, guys.
Lloyd, you talked about not being thrilled with how your team started in Milwaukee in the first 3 minutes tonight. Not an ideal start either, but a pretty significant response. What stood out to you about the way that your guys were able to turn things around so quickly and have, at least offensively, a pretty complete game?
The first note that was written on the board was attack their pressure, and that's how they hit us. They went into a press and caught us off guard 2 or 3 times and really just put us on our heels right from the start. So in a lot of ways, it was good. It just, all right, this is what kind of night it's going to be. And I thought our guys embraced the challenge and started attacking them. And that was good. Sometimes you need a jump start like that. Our goal was to get them to call the first time out. Obviously, that didn't happen. But it at least woke us up and it made us prepared for the press, and it put us in an attack mentality, and I thought we finished the rest of that quarter pretty well.
You guys had 23 free throw attempts at halftime, which was the most the Pacers have had in over 7 years in a first half. I mean, is that an example of what you're talking about in terms of attacking?
Yeah, it has to be. And Rick has been, he's been stressing that from day one. We have to be the team that nobody wants to play, and that's on both ends of the floor. And so we had, 20 free throw attempts 2 games ago, and then 23 tonight in the first half. And that's more of a mentality and a style of play of, hitting Domas, finding Miles rolling. We saw in the fourth quarter a lot of guys getting layups off of their cuts. It's not just penetration. It's not just transition. There's a lot of different ways you have to do it, but it does require work. And I thought our guys showed a tremendous amount of effort and work to find openings.
A lot of your second unit guys had nice games tonight. What did you see from that group as they all played together?
We shook it up, obviously, a little bit, seeing a little bit of Torrey tonight. And, Jeremy was big coming off the bench. And, having Chris come off the bench, just try to change the dynamics. When Malcolm was unable to go, we thought it was a great opportunity to see if we can get some different energy, especially on the second night of a back-to-back. And that's important. If you think you're going to play your guys who played a lot last night and really get high-level energy against an attacking team, that's going to be tough. So I thought those guys, Brad, Jeremy, O'Shea, Torrey, I thought all those guys that came in, even Goga in his limited minutes, I thought they all just gave us a nice little spark.
When did you find out Malcolm wasn't going to play tonight?
After the walkthrough, he called in this afternoon. These guys are great. He called in this afternoon and reported that his Achilles was sore. Just had a hard, kind of a bruise. I don't think it's anything serious. And told our trainer, Josh, that he wanted to get some treatment prior to the walkthrough, and they were able to find a little taping or something they did to see how it would feel when we got on the court for the walkthrough, and it just didn't feel right.
Caris had a season-high 31 tonight, also took a lot of that ball-handling responsibility without Malcolm being in there. What'd you think of his ability, one, to handle some of that ball handling, like I was saying, and also just looked like himself? I mean, I keep saying it, but he was knifing to the basket and really making Caris LeVert plays.
Yeah, Caris is shifty, and, he's got a lot of wiggle to his game, and, sometimes he rejects pick and rolls when we don't want him to reject pick and rolls. He uses the snake back and cross back, but he finds a way to get into the paint. And we needed every bit of that tonight, especially when Stewart was out of the game. There's not a whole lot of rim protection. And his ability to get into the paint created some easy opportunities. I thought we were trading baskets at the end of that second quarter. And it was just a matter of time before we got some stops, but he was tremendous at the end of that second quarter to get us going.
I know you talked about how important it was to get Justin back and the shooting. He had 3 threes, but I wanted to get your thoughts on his left-handed dunk there. I don't see that much from him, so what are your thoughts on that?
Justin's a vet. He's I think that the thing that's great about him is his ability to move without the basketball. And, guys that play that way have a tremendous amount of conditioning, and this is why he didn't play the other night. He didn't feel that he was there yet. And tonight, I think we saw that he's getting there. And, he and Domas late in the fourth quarter, they were playing a lot of two-man game. But his cuts, his ability to move off the basketball, one, it helps Domas. It really gives him another guy that moves with that type of pace. But when he's downhill like that, and you get shooters that can get downhill, that momentum allow him to get a dunk. Justin's 6'7", he should be able to dunk with his left hand.